Hello friends, today I am here with Morphology of Flowering Plant, part 3 of 11th standard. In this session, we are going to discuss leaf, parts of leaf, venation and types of leaves. So let us start the session with leaf. Leaf is a lateral, generally flattened structure present on the stem. Leaf develops at the node and bear a bud in its axil. Further, axillary bud develops into a branch. Leaves originate from shoot apical meristems and are arranged in an acropetal order. Acropetal order means older leaves are at the bottom and younger leaves are at top. Leaf is the vegetative part of the plant and perform the process of photosynthesis. Leaves are exogenous in origin and growth of leaf is limited. It do not possesses any apical bud or irregular growing point and it develops from the leaf primordium of shoot apex. In the given figure, you may observe different varieties of leaf of different plants. In this figure, you may observe that leaf originate from the node of the stem and also the apical bud and axillary buds are present. Now let us discuss about parts of leaf. Leaf is divided into three main parts. They are leaf base, petiole and lamina. Here we are going to discuss one by one. First it is about leaf base. Leaf base is the basal part of the leaf by which it is attached to the stem. Leaf may sometimes wear a small leaf-like structure which is called as stipules. It is not present in all leaves. For example, in rose, stipule is present. You may observe, in case of monocots, the leaf base expands into a sheath covering the stem either partially or wholly. In case of some leguminous plants, the leaf base is swollen and it is called as pulvinous. Now the second part of the leaf is petiole. It is the stalk of the leaf. So stalk of the leaf is called as petiole. Petiole holds the expanded flat portion of the leaf towards light. Long, thin and flexible petioles allow leaf to flutter in the wind and this helps in cooling and bringing fresh air to the leaf surface. But in some leaves, petiole is not present and the leaf is directly attached to the node of the stem. So such leaves in which the petiole is not present, they are called as sessile leaves. And the leaf having petiole is called as petiolate leaf. Last part of the leaf is lamina, also called as leaf blade, and it is the green expanded part of the leaf. It consists of veins and veinlets and there is a prominent middle vein called midrib. Veins provide rigidity to the lamina or leaf blade and also acts as a channels for transport of water, minerals and food materials. The shape, margin, apex, surface and extent of incision of lamina varies in different leaves. The function of leaf is carried by lamina. Here the process of photosynthesis takes place, exchange of gases, transpiration and most of the metabolic reactions of the plant are taking place in lamina. So it is the most important part of the leaf. The leaf may be dorsiventral as in dicots or isobilateral as in monocots, but some leaves are centric also. In the given figure, you may observe various parts of the leaves. Now it is about venation. First of all, we will discuss what is venation. Venation is the arrangement of veins and veinlet in the lamina of the leaf, and it is of two types, reticulate venation and parallel venation. So first we will discuss reticulate venation. When the veinlets forms a network, then venation is called as reticulate venation. Again, reticulate venation is of two types, that is unicostate and multicostate. In this figure, you may observe reticulate and parallel venation. Unicostate reticulate venation has only one main vein, which extends from the base to apex, and the main veins forms lateral branches to form a network. It is seen in people, mango, etc. Whereas in multicostate reticulate venation, several main veins of almost equal thickness arise from the base of the lamina, and they transverse up to margin or apex. The lateral veinlets arising from main veins form the network. Further, multicostate reticulate venation is of two types. One is convergent, another is divergent. In convergent venation, the main veins converge towards the apex of the lamina, as it is seen in Smilex and Ziziphus, whereas in divergent venation, the main veins diverge towards the margin, as is seen in papaya, cucurbits, etc. In the given figure, you may observe unicostate, multicostate convergent and multicostate divergent reticulate venation. Now let us discuss about parallel venation. As the name indicates, when the veins run parallel to each other within the lamina and there is no network formation, then the venation is said to be parallel venation, and it is commonly observed in monocot. It is also of two types, unicostate and multicostate. In unicostate parallel venation, the leaf lamina possesses single main vein that give rise to large number of lateral veins, and all these lateral veins run parallel towards the margin, as you have seen in banana and canna. Now it is about multicostate parallel venation. So when the leaf lamina possesses several main veins that run parallel to each other, then it is called as multicostate. It is also of two types, convergent and divergent, like your reticulate venation. In convergent parallel venation, the main veins run parallel to each other and converge at the apex. Example, you see in the maize and sugarcane, wheat, bamboos, grasses. But in divergent parallel venation, all the main veins of the margin of leaf lamina spread out towards the margin, as it is seen in fan palm. In the given figure, you may observe unicostate, multicostate convergent, multicostate divergent parallel venation. Now let us see about types of leaves. Leaves are broadly classified into two main groups, that is simple leaves and compound leaves. The simple leaves, lamina of the leaf is entire, or if incised, does not touch the midrib. Whereas in compound leaf, incision of lamina touches the midrib and it forms number of leaflets and rachis. Simple leaves has no further division, but compound leaf is further divided, or we say that further classified. So let us see what are the different types of compound leaves. It is of two types, pinnately compound and palmately compound. In pinnately compound, it is unipinnate, and unipinnate may be further divided into peripinnate, imperipinnate, then bipinnate, tripinnate and decompound. In palmately compound, it is unifoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate, quadrifoliate and multifoliate. Here we are going to discuss one by one. First, it is about pinnately compound. In this case, a number of leaflets are present on a common axis, that is the rachis, which represents the midrib of the leaf. In unipinnate, the leaflets are directly borne on the rachis, that is midrib, and are usually borne in opposite or sub-opposite pair. In peripinnate, even number of leaflets are present, example tamarind, cassia, etc. Whereas in imperipinnate, odd number of leaflets are present, for example in neem, rose, etc. In case of bipinnate, the pinnae are dissected again into pinnules, as in acacia, mimosa and caesalpinia. In tripinnate, the main rachis produces secondary rachis and it produces tertiary rachis that bear the pinnules. For example, it is observed in moringa. In the given figure, you can clearly see the peripinnate and imperipinnate pinnately compound leaf. In this figure, you may observe bipinnate and tripinnately compound leaves. In this case, you may observe the secondary axis and tertiary axis. Now, the last pinnately compound leaf is decompound. In this case, leaf is more than thrice pinnate, as it is seen in carrot and coriander. Second type of compound leaf is palmately compound. In this case, leaflets are attached at a common point, that is at the tip of the petiole. For example, silk, cotton. It is commonly seen in silk, cotton. Here you can see in this figure decompound pinnately compound leaf of carrot and coriander. Now we will discuss about the different types of palmately compound leaf. First is unifoliate. In this case, the leaf is reduced to a single terminal leaflet, and the single leaflet is articulated to the top of the petiole, as it is seen in citrus, lemon. You may observe in this figure. Second palmately compound is bifoliate. This type of leaf has only two leaflets attached side by side at the terminal end of the petiole. For example, Belamites, Roxburgh and Hardwickia bineta. You may observe in the given figure. Another palmately compound leaf is trifoliate. Means three terminal leaflets are present, as in wood apple and oxalis corniculata. You may observe in the given figure. It is of wood apple. Next palmately compound leaf is quadrifoliate. Quadri means four. So it has four leaflets attached at the tip of the petiole, and commonly it is seen in Paris quadrifolia, and it is given in figure. Last type of palmately compound leaf is multifoliate. Means leaf having 5 or more terminal leaflets arranged as fingers of the palm, as in Bombyx malabarica. You may observe in the given figure. So children, this is all about today's session. Thank you, and for any kind of doubts, please write your question in comment section.